Most people are curious, wondering if in fact it is possible to grow a square-shaped watermelon. Maybe this is your first time of hearing about square watermelons, let alone the process involved in growing it. Square watermelon is very popular in Japan. It is grown by farmers in Japan to achieve a certain purpose of being able to stock watermelons easily, and the ability of them to be moved easily from one place to another. Watermelons, when left to grow by themselves, naturally grow in a rounded shape similar to a ball. You have probably never questioned that fact, because that is the traditional way it has always been. But the good news is that watermelon fruits can be made square in shape. Welcome to your YouTube channel, ITTV. Remember, you are the original of yourself. There is no duplicate of you anywhere in the world. You have to admit there's something cool about watermelons that assume different shapes, especially square-shaped ones. Besides the sense of power it will give you from defying nature, a square shape is more efficient for storage in a compact refrigerator. Growing square watermelons originated from Japan. Native farmers in Japan made a research on a solution to traditional shaped watermelons, due to the fact that they were being faced with the problem of traditional melons occupying so much space in their compact refrigerators. So many researches were carried out before square-shaped melons were discovered. Japanese most times use square watermelons as ornaments for decorations. That's not to say it's not edible. They just take pleasure in the display of these unusual shaped watermelons, which also gives them a sense of pride for the research well done. Growing square watermelon is a good way to attract your kids to help you out in the farm, and all the processes involved in making it grow, because it's fun and not difficult. It is a great fruit to eat during summer, and most times, year-round. I know you are already curious to know the process involved in growing these square-shaped melons. Do you want to grow yours as well? Well, you are in the right place. Select the right location. First thing is the location where you are going to plant the melons. Watermelons need these few things to grow properly. Lots of space in the farm where it is planted. A good location to grow watermelon is an open space with lots of direct sunlight throughout the day. Watermelon seeds grow better in warm soils and soils with enough water always. If you reside in a colder climate or country, you should find a way to warm the soil a few days before planting to ensure it's warmed up enough. Creation of mound is also advisable. It has its own advantages and importance. Mounds are always drier. If you reside in colder climates, you should start growing seeds indoors and transplant them outside once the soil is warmed up. Next step is the growing of the seeds. It is advisable to plant seeds in groups of 3 seeds. Spread them, but not too far from each other. For seeds to grow, it needs lots of water. You need to be watering it consistently to enable growth, at least once or twice a week, reasons being that it requires enough moisture during its growth. To enable better growth, mulching is advisable around the seeds during the growth process. Mulch is a layer of material applied to the surface of a soil to improve fertility. It also helps to prevent weeds and other unwanted plants. Weeds should never be around the growing of the seeds because watermelon seeds are very shallow, so weeds around it would definitely affect the growth of the seeds. Watermelons need lots of manures too. Chicken manure is okay, or any other kind of organic fertilizer, so you need to add enough of it during the growing stages of the watermelon. Choosing of a square box is the next step to take. For the watermelon to take a square shape, it needs to be grown in a square box, so pick a perfect square box. The watermelon grows into the shape of box you picked. It should have access to enough sunlight. Glass boxes are much more advisable to be used for easy penetration of sunlight and easy watering as well. Other kind of boxes can be used too, but it should have spaces, holes for easy access of air, sunlight, and water. Make a hole big enough to fit the stem during growth as well, to enable perfect growth. When the seeds you planted have grown to about 6 inches, this is called seedlings, begin to replant it in the space you have prepared to grow your watermelon. Pick healthy seedlings among the germinated ones. For better success, pick seedlings with no spots or defects, with no insect attacks visible on it. This is a very important step you shouldn't take for granted. This will guarantee your success at the end. When the watermelon has germinated and the fruit is about 2 pounds, carefully place the fruit in the box you have prepared. Make sure that the box is big enough to the size of the shaped watermelon you want. Remember, you are conditioning the watermelon to take a specific shape, so the size and shape of the box you choose will be exactly what size and shape your watermelon will be. Place the fruit in the box with its root firmly in the soil. Continue watering and let it be exposed to adequate sunlight. You can stop watering it constantly after it's matured or ready for harvest. During the watering process, the box might get damaged, so be ready to get that replaced as the melon grows. It may take between 80 to 100 days for you to harvest your experiment because by that time, it would have matured. Harvesting it requires being careful and conscious so as not to break the watermelon. You just need to open the box, carefully bring out the square-shaped melon, and that's it. It's ready for consumption. This is the process involved in the growing of a square-shaped watermelon. Let me know in the comment section if you have already tried to grow a square-shaped watermelon, or if you want to try your hands on it after watching this video. Subscribe to this channel, ITTV, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you will be the first to know when I upload another interesting and informative video for you. Also click the like button and give a thumbs up. And don't you ever forget, you are the original of yourself. There is no duplicate of you anywhere in the world.